Imagine holding a brand new shiny dollar bill in your hand, only to notice that the president's face is upside down. You'd probably laugh, maybe even doubt your own sobriety. But in the 1860s, this wasn't a joke or a prank. It was real. The United States Mint accidentally released a batch of misprinted notes where the portrait of the president had been flipped upside down. Americans quickly gave these strange bills a hilarious nickname, the Drunken dollars. And in a time when money was supposed to represent stability and trust, the idea of drunk cash caused both amusement and embarrassment. How could the government, in one of the most powerful nations in the world, let money get tipsy? To understand how such a blunder happened, we need to step back into the 19th century. Printing technology was far from perfect. Each banknote was carefully engraved and pressed by hand, and tiny mistakes could slip through the cracks. There were no digital scanners, no automatic quality checks, just craftsmen, metal plates, and ink. One wrong alignment of the plate, and suddenly, George Washington looked like he'd been celebrating too hard at a tavern. These printing houses often worked under immense pressure, churning out thousands of notes in the middle of war and economic turbulence. The Civil War was raging, counterfeiting was rampant, and the government rushed to produce legitimate money quickly. In that chaos, an upside-down president didn't seem impossible. The public reaction, however, was priceless. People didn't panic. No one believed the economy would collapse because of a few dizzy-looking dollars. Instead, they treated the bills like a comedy act, printed on government paper. Newspapers joked about it, merchants laughed about drunk presidents, and collectors realized they might be holding a rare treasure. In fact, some citizens started keeping the misprints rather than spending them, hoping they would become valuable curiosities. Over time, they did. Today, if one of those drunken dollars surfaces at an auction, collectors are willing to pay far more than the note's original value. What once looked like an embarrassing mistake turned into a quirky slice of American history. But the story of the drunken dollars is more than just a funny printing error. It is a reminder of how human flaws leave their mark on history. In the middle of war, division, and uncertainty, Americans found a reason to laugh at their own money. They turned a government slip-up into a cultural joke, proving that humor has always been a way to cope with chaos. And let us be honest, who wouldn't smile at the idea of a president who looks like he partied a little too hard on the dollar bill in your pocket? In a way, those upside-down faces told a hidden story. No matter how powerful a nation may be, even its money can get drunk. And that, perhaps, is why people still remember the Sarhosh dollars of the 1860s.